Hey guys, Woodles here. Happy Easter, and I'm back with another quick update. Update number 45. No other major creations finished in the past couple of weeks, so we're mainly going to cover the roads that I'm building. But first, my latest purchases. I got a big online pick-a-big order. That's right, I bought all the tiles. Well, not really, but I ordered enough for now. Obviously, I got a bunch for my new road plates. Also, I got a few of these for my lampposts and new traffic light design. So yeah, I think I can build a decent chunk of the roads with these pieces. Also, I bought a random small cup from my local bricks and minifig store. This is not for a particular project, it's just little plates and pieces that I always use. Alright, now for the road construction progress. First change here is a crosswalk. I went from my old style, which is this, the dark red brickwork crosswalk, to a more traditional crosswalk as you can see here. Why did I do this? Maybe I just wanted to change, simple as that. I was looking at real life roads on Google Maps for research, and I noticed that some of the crosswalk striping is many times much bigger than your typical lanes, such as this example in New York City. So with that, I was more comfortable in making the crosswalk stripes 2 studs wide. And now it's a little bit wider as well. It used to be just 4 wide, the old brickwork design, now it's 6 wide. I could have gone with a 2x6 wide tile, but since I had a bunch of 2x2s and 2x4s, I just used that. This was also added, this white strip, that's where the cars need to be stopping. That means I had to push these arrows a couple more studs this way. Next up, the intersection. My challenge here was to make the road plates for this section, well, not boring. For reference, this was my previous design and well, it's just a sea of black tiles. And I figured a sea of gray tiles will be just as interesting. I mocked up some samples on Lego Studio. This one here had diagonal crosswalks, but I figured with the striping being even bigger, because of the diagonal position, that the whole intersection looks too busy. Maybe this would look more balanced if I had a bigger intersection road plate. So after looking at more real life examples, I got this. In Metro Manila, Philippines, they have this yellow box. So after some research, apparently this is a box junction. And looking at Wikipedia, it says that a box junction is a road traffic control measure designed to prevent congestion and gridlock at junctions. You can read the rest there. And I think for me, this is the perfect solution. Like I said, I don't have this massive wall of dark gray tiles. And again, I was able to use these angled tiles to great effect. If you look closely, I got a bunch of these 2x2 45-degree angled tiles, as well as the smaller left and right versions. And I think that worked out great. The diagonal tiles are a little bit thicker than the rest, but I don't think it's too obvious. Basically the same situation I had here. Thicker, but not really too distracting, in my opinion. So right, this is what I have for now. I left these studs open, that's where I'm going to attach the crosswalk for the other roads once I start to build out. And that is it for the intersection. On the opposite end, I started building out. And again, this is another special road plate because this has the bus stop. Again, this is a different design from what I had before. For reference, this is what I have in the current design. It's a striping of dark red tiles. I decided for a broken yellow box this time around. I think it's a little bit more visible. And I already tested it out. The bus fits just fine. And right now this whole road is relatively narrow, so I had it split to 2 lanes in this direction so that cars can bypass the bus. So yes, for this section of the road, probably the next step for me is to build out the bus stop. And yes, it'll probably be an updated design. Stay tuned. The next notable road update I have is the traffic light. For reference, this is my old design, and as you can see, it's made of Technic axles and connectors, so it's already pretty sturdy. If there's a possible weak point to it, it's probably the connection here where it kind of can flop around a little bit. And I think it was a good design, and I've had this design since, I don't know, Brick World 2012, so 14 years. The main reason I'm updating to this is because I can run wires through these. Now these are also Technic connections, but it's hollow. So if I do decide to run lighting there, I think it'll be much easier to conceal the wires. I think a couple years ago already I made a concept lamppost that uses the same construction, and it's pretty sturdy, and I can run a wire through it. And another thing, somehow this seems to be even stronger than the Technic axle design that I had. Originally I was going to run the structure all the way to the other side, kind of like how I had it here. But this build is really sturdy. I'm worried that over time it might sag down like this. But so far it's holding up. Again, time will tell. But either way, if it ends up sagging, I have enough pieces to run it all the way to the other side. One thing I added are these little buttons here, these yellow plates. That will be for the pedestrian to press the button so they can cross the road. And eventually I'll transfer these signs to the new design. By the way, these are custom water slide decal designs that I came up with 14 years ago, and it's still holding up. It's still there. Alright, that is it for this update. I know I covered a lot this time around, so I will end this video on its possible placement in Wasabi District. So there you have it. What do you think? If you guys like this type of content, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace.